medical bills, their hotel, everything that we Americans work for, we have to pay for it. And the main job of the federal government is to protect its borders, and they have not done so. And so that is the final straw, and we need to leave.
Thank you. All right, my last question. This is the question that I've always had, and is the one that I hear most from other people about when they want to come do secession, is would it not leave us vulnerable to another superpower such as China or Russia?
Right. So as I mentioned in my speech, Texas would enter into a defense pact with the United States or with any other country, just like what the United States does now with NATO. I believe in NATO, there's Canada, the United States, and the United Kingdom. I'm not sure who else is on there, but it would be something like that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That was very informative. Kate, tell me, what is the level of enthusiasm for this position? I mean, how strong is the movement?
So there are several movements in Texas that I think that need to conjoin together. But for the sake of my argument, I will be talking about the Texas Nationalist Movement, which is the movement that I'm most associated with. Right now, there are 412,000 people and counting that are in support of this. Like I said, most people don't know much about this, and so we need to educate them about Texas and about the matters at hand.
So you mentioned the difficulties with prior secessions that we have gone through with, Britain and, the North and so forth. With Texas's economy as huge and massive as it is, I can't imagine that our federal government would ever allow such a thing. So what is the assurance or the comfort that moving forward would not promote just a massive all-out civil war again?
So it would not be, if it did come to a civil war, and it would be an armed invasion from the north, it would not be in the best interest of Texas or the U.S. to come to this civil war, because states from the United States would come to the side of Texas, and other nations would come to the side of Texas, and states and nations would come to the side of the North or the U.S. And so, to that question, it would just not be in the best interest. However, we would, if it did come to that, we would be prepared with our defense pacts and all that.
Thank you.
Guess we don't want to mess with Texas, right? Yeah. Good job, Kate. Why not, some may see this as kind of an extreme measure. Why not work on increasing voter turnout, working on an election process where you are starting to reform the government by, with low voter turnout and those kind of things, like increasing the voter turnout, increasing the number of people that have a voice, and actually going through the means that are already established within the country of electing people to offices and holding them accountable through elections and letter writings and all the other normal means that are available. Why not promote that versus jumping to what some like to be, this is kind of an extreme measure? Why not go through that normal means and kind of rally the troops that way?
I think our federal government is too corrupt to do that now. In the past election, there are some support for voter fraud, and I think that we just need to leave because it is so corrupt right now. And the left or the radical Democrats, they are not willing to debate with us on this. And like I said, redress of grievances, we are not allowed to go to them and redress for grievances. So I think it's just too corrupt now to do any of that. So.
Thank you, Kate. Well done. Good job.